I'm an attorney by trade, and I'm one of the co-founders of Kinfolx. March 2020, a coffee shop called Tertulia closed its doors. And that was one of my favorite coffee shops and gathering spaces. It was a place that I came to grab a cup of coffee, but was also a place that I stopped by on the weekends to read a book or just to hang out. I would drive by the location of Tertulia and wonder what's going to happen with that space that housed this wonderful gathering spot for community.
And then Creighton, being the type of person he is, he comes back one day and he's like, yo, you know that place on 20th and Telegraph that we always walk by? Well, like, I inquired about, actually looking into a lease there, and like, I think it may be more doable than what we initially thought. And so from there, he's like, if we're gonna do it full steam ahead. That's how Kinfolx was born.
We kind of started from scratch here because this is a startup. And so the team has been really big on just like the coffee experience here. That's not necessarily my wheelhouse. I do have like barista experience, but it's nice for everyone to have the space to be creative.
I hear from a lot of folks, especially Oakland natives who, are born and raised here, essentially just saying that this is something that we needed. We didn't really have a spot where we could convene as a community and not just like deliberately come together for an event, but just say, I have a place where I know if I'm in Kinfolx, I'll run into other like-minded people, other cool folks. I can strike up a conversation. I can see people who I haven't seen in a long time, in a place that actually feels like Oakland and the Oakland that we grew up in.
I knew that they were very intentional about making this space centered in Blackness for Black folks to enjoy this space. And so I just really appreciated the intentionality, and I could see, based on the people who were in here, and on everyone's energy, like everyone was like excited. It was like this collective excitement about us all finally having a space to like exist and work.
The business is great. The people are even better. I think what really makes a business is the people that come to it constantly and the people that patron it. And as far as I can tell, the people that come here and make themselves known and I communicate with have all been really good, really great interactions. So I think above all else, come to Kinfolx and find people that are like you and you can relate to, and just build community. And that's what it's about. Build art, build community, and have a good time, have good coffee.
We love to encourage people to make new friends, sit across from each other, if there's no free tables or anything. So yeah, it does feel like home. For me, I like to make everyone feel like they're home too. I like to make everyone feel very welcome in this space.
It's not just a meeting space for working professionals, it's also a space where people who may be struggling or don't have the money to pay for something or on the street, or if it's like raining, it's a space for people to come in, have some coffee, some pastries, free of charge. I think that that's been the thing that sets us apart. We just want it to feel like home for everybody.
I really like and appreciate the way that they honor everyone who comes through the door. They've got a community cup, and there are people who come through these doors who are hungry and thirsty, and they have an opportunity to get fed here.
I just think it's the openness of the environment. I've had a lot of conversations here just from people I've met on the cuff, and I think people with the environment they curate here really lends itself to meeting people and talking to people. So I think it's a great place for that, and the coffee is really good. They have a great wine selection, so I'm a fan of that.
We meet so many random people here that we just resonate with, because we have something that brings us here, whether it's to work, whether it's the wine, whether it's the coffee, whether it's the events that are here. It just, seeing this place transform from a daytime coffee shop to a nighttime wine bar to a lounge in the evening and with all the lights and stuff. It's really cool.
This place really is one of the main places we do go to feel like we're building community as two queer people and as a person of color myself.
I'm part of the transition between the mid-shift and the closing shift to turn a lively cafe space into a very chill wine bar atmosphere, or an even more lively event space. A lot of folks know their coffee preferences, but when it comes to wine, it's interesting because Kinfolx also introducing wine to a new audience as well. That might be younger, might be people of color who are historically being gatekept out of industries like wine. Our wines knock it out of the park. They always knock it out of the park.
We did it for the community and for the love that we have of folks, and wanted to make sure that there was a place for people to convene, to come together that was safe, and just build community further.
The biggest lesson that I've learned is that, you know, you can't do anything alone. Can't do anything alone. If you want anything that is going to be, you know, successful and sustainable, you really need a team of people, but also the broader community to support.